produce energy.
Is it that they want to say that the Ghanaian mind, having given the opportunity to do what is right, will do what is wrong? Is that what they're trying to tell us? No. If we have put in a system that wastes that are recyclable are grouped in a certain way, the ones that must be turned into fertilizer because going to rot are also contained in a certain way. There is a working plan of it being carried away from wherever the waste is made.
Yeah.
You think that Ghanaians will not do that?
In 2025, we need political shift.
You're right. You couldn't
especially with the youth.
You couldn't have said it
now
better.
that it is common to meet any average youth, literate or non-literate, educated or not, and they would easily say, I'm not interested in politics. But politics is the superstructure that governs everyone, rich or poor, intelligent or not.
The people of Ghana is important to us because when it goes bad in Burkina Faso, it's going to affect us. We do a lot of trade with them. Our security, we share borders with them. They are brothers and sisters. So 25th, let's meet. Let's see the people work, and Warrior King podcast and Go Studios will be live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it again.
From a national development plan, right? Let's move on to another concerning issue, as in the perennial problem we've been facing for close to 30 years, in the sense that the cities in Ghana, predominantly Accra, faces flood situation every year, annually, and not to focus on only Accra, other parts of the country like the Volta region, yes, faces flooding.
Yeah.
Man-induced flooding, not force majeure. Force majeures as in nature taking its course, but man making nature take the wrong course on man. That flooding is bedeviling this country, and it has no respect of class or people. Once the waterway is blocked, it finds anywhere else, and our streets and all becomes the waterways. People's estates and properties becomes the waterways for these floods.
These are some of the issues that buttresses and stamps our point that the Fourth Republic will break your heart. You understand? The Fourth Republic will not solve the problem. They've seen the problem, they know the problem, but to tackle the problem, they do not have the political will to tackle the problem.
They need a loan for that.
Even if they get a loan for the problem, they will not use it to solve the problem. The problem will still exist.
Yes,
we're on the same show that we talked about the Kita Sea defense, the history of the Kita Sea defense, and how monies were allocated.
Yes.
You understand?
And
in the Ezra Rollins government.
All of a sudden, it's moot again.
It's the same challenge. You see, the same challenges. And it's sad. It makes it look like we are a people that do not draw any inspiration or any knowledge from our past, which is very, very sad, because these are perennial problems. These are issues that we know that whenever there's a downpour, which should be a blessing, instead of a blessing becomes a curse. It becomes an issue,
a discomfort
for the whole nation to mourn, because people will
tragedy,
lose lives and properties will be lost, and it recircles. And you see, the political will to do what is right is what lacks in this Fourth Republic, because for them, what they're thinking about is the next election.
Yes.
How they're going to win the next election.
Yes.
So if they're going to do something, that will cause a certain level of discomfort to a certain group of people, and that will let them lose the vote of those people, then they might as well not do it. You understand? So these are some of the issues that we talk about. And again, people that who are paid to carry certain activities for the state, neglecting their duties, then coming back to bite us. Like this waste management. I mean, I cannot fathom how waste is a multi-million venture
Yes.
and only in Ghana
It's killing
it's
us.
killing us. It's still a problem.
It's a decadence.
You understand? We pay companies big sums of money to do this work. They do not do the work. We are aware they're not doing the work. And there's no form of monitoring, there's no form of
Retribution,
there's
accountability.
no accountability, nothing.
Yes. And we live in a state where we still use landfill sites to contain our waste, to collect or dump our waste, where other countries have been recycling and processing their waste
for
more than 50 years.
for decades, for
It's an avenue to make money.
For
It's
centuries.
an avenue to produce energy.
Is it that they want to say that the Ghanaian mind, having given the opportunity to do what is right, will do what is wrong? Is that what they're trying to tell us? No. If we have put in a system that wastes that are recyclable are grouped in a certain way, the ones that must be turned into fertilizer because going to rot are also contained in a certain way. There is a working plan of it being carried away from wherever the waste is made.
Yeah.
You think that Ghanaians will not do that? They will do it. I mean, in countries like Germany, right? I've heard that plastic waste can be grouped. So when you have a plastic waste, maybe you buy a bottle or something, you can group it.
Yes.
You take it, then you can get
Discounts.
a discount
Yeah.
or
Yes.
any form of incentive.
Yes.
These things are proven things that works. So you think that if this is in the Ghanaian system, it's not going to work?
It is.
It would work.
It is.
But because the Fourth Republic wants the easiest way to make money for themselves, they will just sit down and contract any organization that consistently they know that the organization has failed to do its work, give them large sum of money, organization pays its workers meager, and one way or the other, the person who gives out the contract, an organization finds a way to, everybody's okay. I mean, the work is not done, but then they have money filled in their pocket. And for how long can we continue like this? Because these are the taxes, the sweat and blood of the people, that you are empowering one organization to become rich of it, whilst the work is still not done.
And with the flooding, most importantly, what causes it is the construction
Exactly, I was coming there.
construction style,
Yes.
and half-facade construction.
Exactly.
Anybody buys land anywhere.
Do whatever they want.
No city planning involved.
Nothing. Meanwhile,
No zoning.
Meanwhile, you'll be seeing constructions. You'll be seeing red inscriptions. Stop work, AMA.
Yeah.
Stop work, AMA.
Yeah, produce permit.
Produce permits.
Yeah.
This is supposed to say that there's an oversight. There's the government structure oversight on every form of construction being done.
Yeah.
So then the question then is, how then do we have structures where they are not supposed to be? It is because instead of the work being done to the latter, money will exchange hands.
Yeah, that sign. Oh,
It's just for money.
It's only for the builder to come to the office to settle,
Exactly.
and they will let the builder build it.
So, my earlier submission that we are giving people work to do and they're not doing the work. And we know that they are not doing the work. We are keeping the system. Is it because we don't want the work to be done, or the political will to make sure the work is done, it's not there. Who have been in power for this 30 years? Who have been in power under this Fourth Republic? Is the MPP and the NDC.
Yeah. Duopoly shifting.
The duopoly shifting power amongst themselves, and they do not have the political will to solve the problem. So for me, Ghanaians must come to the full realization that, look, the more we keep these people in power, the more our problems persist. And they will not solve it. If they are going to solve it, 30 years is enough time to have done something about it.
Yeah.
So the power is in the hands of Ghanaians. You must change your leadership, because leadership is causing everything else its effect. If there's good leadership, you see the effect.
Yeah.
If there's-
Osajifo says, "Seek ye the political kingdom first,
Exactly.
and everything else shall be added unto thee."
Exactly. So
And when the political environment is right, everything moves right.
it's to the benefit of the Ghanaian people
Yeah.
themselves to take these people out, because you deep within you, you know they're not going to solve the problems, So it's either you want the problems to persist or you want the problem solved. Take them out, get people you know can do the work. Then you see the change. Apart from that, there's no change. It's shifting powers. You're not changing, it's just shifting powers and friends going to opposition, coming to power. That's it.
So on, and I'm talking about change. Before the system can be changed, right? You need one major thing, that is revolution, and this revolution comes in multiple forms. Or let's say multiple forms. Yes, there is a social revolution. Yes, where there's a shift in the mindset of the people. It could only be initiated by one person or group of people until the message gets down to the masses of the people, that we've seen the West as everything that could change. Every change comes after the West has been exacted. And we've been exacted on with the West of politics in this country after the overthrow of Osagyefo for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. That's the only sacred cow in politics, or only scapegoats in politics. The rest have been just enough. And in 2025, we need political shift,
You're right. You couldn't have said,
especially with the youth.
you couldn't have said it
And now
better.
that it is coming to meet any average youth, literate or non-literate, educated or not, and they would easily say, "I'm not interested in politics."
It's
But
very-
politics is the superstructure
it's bad.
that governs everyone, rich or poor, intelligent or not. Everyone is under the superstructure of politics. So politics should be important for every citizen.
You might not be interested in politics, but politics is interested in you.
Yes.
Politics is going to dictate whether you're going to have 3 square meal
Yeah.
or you are not. It's going to dictate whether you have the freedom to do your work or you're not.
Whether to sleep at 6
Whether to
p.m.
sleep or wake up. So I mean, it's but yes, there's that school of thought. But then again, too, there's another school of thought that are also overly interested in politics, and these people, I would suggest to them that they should broaden their horizon and not think that it could always be business as usual. So just throwing their weight to the duopoly, knowing very well that their actions and inactions have been messing up the state. So they should look forward beyond them, join organizations that they feel have the policies and ideology that can carry us all along. So those who are interested in politics, that's a call to them. And to those who are not, it's not a smart thing to do. You cannot leave such an important venture for just a select few to do, because then you are sacrificing your life for others, and at their own will, whatever they want to happen to you will happen to you. It's not smart. So, talking about the flood issues, It's serious. It's disheartening, to lose years of work, lose lives, things that could be avoided, becoming perennial and always being in danger that you could, drown at any moment. It's sad. It's sad, and it's a dent on us as a people. So I don't know. I don't know the policies. I've seen some decongestion going on here and there, taking people off the street. But I don't think that is the ultimate that can solve the problem. I've seen that one, but I've not seen any actions being done on clamping down on illegal constructions and structures. And I've not
And managing of the waste,
and manage
sanitation
yes, and managing of the
that
waste.
are clogging the gutters and all,
Yeah.
and uncovered gutters. In 2025, a contractor builds road and creates a gutter,
It doesn't cover it.
and it's really narrow.
Yeah. Very, very narrow. Where some you need big
Tunnels,
canals. You need tunnels, you need
all underground.
everything underground.
You don't see any water
No,
on
everything
the surface.
Everything underground, everything covered, being channeled to where
It should go.
it should go. I mean, these are things that are being done, and it's old technology.
And these are done with national agenda at heart.
So, I mean, I don't know why we are still, moving around in circles and not doing the right thing. It's sad.
And the
We're not
way,
holding our leaders accountable enough. Yes, I feel like we're not holding our leaders accountable enough. And it shows in our voting pattern.
because people are not politically savvy enough.
It shows,
People are not politically interested enough,
yeah, it shows
especially the younger generation.
in
But
our voting pattern. It's sad. But I'm optimistic that things will change. Yeah.
so moving up a notch, the big march coming on the 25th of May. That is Sunday. In a few days to go,
Well,
and
Traore.
we have to drum it more and more for people to come out to show support for Traore, and also to remind people that the Aduma is in effect. So it doesn't mean we are going out to party. We're going out for a serious agenda to support our neighbor, to support a leader who seems to be emancipated from mental colonialism. So it's a peaceful and quiet walk to show support for our brother in Burkina Faso and the people of Burkina Faso. The march, tell the people.
I think on the 25th, right? Yeah, like you rightly stated, this is going to be a very solemn walk that people of like minds, people that believe that the sovereignty of Africa resides with Africans and that we have the right to choose our own destiny and we have the right to rule ourselves. So, in respect with the traditional laws and dictates, it's not going to be any form of pomp and pageantry. As a matter of fact, it's a solemn walk. It's not a pomp and pageantry.
Not a party.
Yeah, so yeah, people should come out. We encourage like minds to come out to walk, and I think we walk into the AU.
We're going. The convergent point will be the AU.
Okay.
Where the different flags
Yeah,
of
the
the
AU monuments are.
yes.
Yeah, so Accra just
So 25th as
from
AU
the National
Liberation Day.
Theatre.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's cool. That's cool, and yeah, people are going to go out, and this is important for a lot of reasons. To state a few, that if there's any form of overspill in Burkina Faso, we will be directly affected.
Yes.
So it's our business.
Yes.
You see, if there's any form of challenge in Burkina Faso, the spillover will come to us. So we have direct interest in whatsoever goes on in Burkina Faso. These are our neighbors. These are our brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
We have Ghanaians doing business there. We have Burkinabés doing business in Ghana. I mean, they have their president. Whatever means that they have chosen to lead themselves is not at the beck and call of any foreign power to dictate for them.
As long as it is not inimical to the people of
Exactly.
Burkina
It is for the
Faso.
people. It is for the
Yes.
people to decide for themselves
Yeah.
the path that you're going to choose.
Yeah.
And like you said, if it's not inimical to their development, then what is the locus of a foreign power to now say that your leader is not what we want, and therefore we'll use any other means, including assassinations, because more than 20 African leaders have been assassinated by foreign powers.
And
these
that is a declaration of war.
This-
We've seen it
this-
done to Gaddafi and all.
this is a fact. This is a fact. This is documented that over 20 African leaders have been assassinated by foreign powers.
Yeah.
Whereas there is not even a single instance that an African leader, an African nation, has assassinated the president of another
We've
country.
never been imperialist
We are not
and
hostile.
hegemonic. We've never had the authority.
We are not.
Even when we were ancient Egypt, we never did that.
We are not the aggressor.
We never did that.
We are
It's
not-
in
we
any
are
history
not-
book
we
that
are
we
not the
enslaved
aggressor.
anybody.
We are not the aggressor.
We
And
imperialized any society.
It's sad
No.
that foreign powers sponsor groups, militants to cause mayhem in Burkina Faso.
Just to prove their agenda.
And you see, yes, and you see, it goes to drum home the point that they do not care about the people of Burkina Faso whatsoever.
No. Not
They-
only Burkina Faso,
They,
the people of Africa.
I'm focusing my comment on Burkina Faso because of the work, but then in extension, yes, they do not care about the people of Africa. They don't give a hoot about us. It is the resources in our land that they want. Why would you sponsor a militia to cause mayhem in a country that is trying to bring itself up and do the needful for its people?
To prove a propaganda. It doesn't serve their purpose.
So we are calling for Ghanaians to come out. This work is important for them, the people of Ghana. It's important to us because when it goes bad in Burkina Faso, it's going to affect us. We do a lot of trade with them. Our security, we share borders with them. They are brothers and sisters. So 25th, you know, let's meet. Let's see the people work. And Warrior King podcast and Google Studios will be live.
Yeah.
Giving the people updates
We
on
are
whatever.
official partners. And meet us there to grant us an interview. Let's talk to you. Let's pique your mind. Yeah. So what would be your last words to the beautiful people out there?
As usual. And I think it's being championed by the fighters, right? The economic fighters.
They are
Yeah, so
a major part of the
Give them
organizers.
some shout outs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and let's thank you. As usual, like we always say, it's better to be patriotic than to do any other thing, because if we are all patriotic, then it means that we are putting our nation first, and if the nation is first, it transcends to the citizenry. It becomes better for all of us. So let's put Ghana first, and anything that we put our minds to, we can achieve it. Because at the end of the day, this land is so blessed. We have the human resource and the natural resource. So we must,
The best of it all.
exactly, the best of it all. So we must, put it into good use and make sure that at the end of the day, it becomes a blessing to all of us and not a curse. So stay blessed, stay patriotic, your life matter, and keep your head up. It's gonna get better. Though the Fourth Republic has proven not to be what the Ghanaian people want. Change is inevitable, and change is the only constant in life. So yes, it's gonna get better. Yeah.
Thanks for coming and gracing the program. And this has been the Warrior Kings podcast. Thanks for watching. And I would urge you to watch, subscribe, follow, like, comment. Let's interact, let's engage, let's learn together. Follow the right movement. Here, we're not affiliated to any political party. We are only affiliated to the development of the Ghana state.
Agenda
We
Ghana.
are only affiliated to the development and progression of the Ghana state. We stand for Ghana, and we follow what is worthy. And I'm yours truly, the Okugwa president, and thanks for watching. We're out of here.
Peace out.